Hello, organic food farming is one of the cheapest type of food farming or crop production. And I've learned this for a while. I've not been practicing this, and I have a section that shall be practicing this and showing it to you. Why am I saying so? In other type of production that I usually do, or in the other type of farm that I'll be doing in organic, and the lower side I'll be doing, or the place that you're in, I'll be doing organic food farming. And I'll be so specific because I'll concentrate on vegetables. But in the near future, maybe I may end up upgrading to other type of farming. But for now, I'll be focused so much on vegetable farming, organic food farming. So um, in my case, I'm not going to use any chemical. I'm not going to use any fertilizer. Why am I saying so? The vegetables that I'll be doing, instead of using chemicals, because I'll be doing different varieties of vegetables, I'll be doing a crop rotation. Today I do the cowpeas farming. Tomorrow I do amaranthus. The next day I do spider plant. The next day I do morenda. So it's a breaking of cycle and making good use of nutrient around that place. When plowing, the leftovers of that crop is what I'll use as manure, because I'll plow them in the soil and come and plant them. If there is no nutrient, I'll go for manure, not any other product. So today I wanted to take you through a very simple crop, a crop that takes less than 30 days for it to mature, and it's an indigenous crop, and this time we are doing it organically. The indigenous crop can be done inorganically and can be done organically, but in my case, I'm doing it organically. So to start with, I'll show you how I usually plant my crop, and the crop is cowpeas. These are my cowpeas, and this is my planting bag, and this how I do my planting. First, I tie my planting bag on my waist. This is how I do the planting. Gardening is not easy. Gardening is not for the faint-hearted. So that's how I do my cowpeas. And in this section, as you can see from a hedge, I've already tied ropes. I've subdivided ropes. Every section takes around 2 kgs of these cowpeas, and targeting between 50 kgs to 100 kgs of vegetables. In the market, we have different markets depending by the season. We can sell at 10 shillings, we can sell at 20 shillings, we can sell at 30 shillings, we can sell at 40 shillings, 50 up to 60 shillings. As we speak, the vegetable is selling at farm gate price at 40 shillings. So if you do a calculation plus 50, let's say we get the least vegetables, 30 shillings times 50, that gives you around 2000 shillings per the box of per the 2 kgs. If you sell at the lowest at 10 shillings, it gives you 500. My cost of production, my cost unit of production per the 2 kgs, because I'm buying a tin of 2 kgs going for 150 shillings. The cost of production, give it at most 100 shillings. That gives you 250 shillings. That means this section alone costs you 250 shillings. If you sell at the lowest, which is at 10 shillings, giving you 500 shillings per unit, the unit, the area will automatically be at profit because it's 500 shillings. At 40, you make 750 profit out of this. So on weekly basis, I'll be selling these. These you have decided to earn money on daily basis. I've decided to earn money on weekly basis. No waiting for the end of the season, no waiting for the end of the week or end of the month. So for the cowpeas, we usually plant going backwards. Like I told you, we can plant them in two ways, making lines. We make lines. Or we can plant them by broadcasting. But now by broadcasting means we come scattering the seeds, and the area has so many birds, so the birds will end up consuming all my cowpeas. So to avoid that, I'm going to do, I'm going to use this tool here, my panga, to do the planting, though it's broadcasting. You see, this is how I do my cowpeas. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. As simple as that. I've done several videos of this kind of sowing, the planting and everything. So you can, if you this is not enough, you can go back and check how I did my cowpeas farming, how I did the sowing. So it's very simple, very simple. You do it that way. My bag is at its place, at its normal place. So this is how I do my cowpeas. It's more of a broadcasting, but this time round I'm covering it. This is to keep off birds from coming and eating the cowpeas. So it's as simple as that. I've broken the farm into different units. This being the latest area that I'm doing my sowing. I'm sowing this area, so this is my latest area. This one is already 1 week old, has already germinated. So after harvesting this, I'm going to harvest the other one. If you go to the next space, which is this one, this cowpeas is around 2 weeks old, and now this will be our first harvest. And so many of you who are new to cowpeas may be asking, how am I going to harvest? And it's very simple. My cowpeas will be harvested through uprooting. So when time comes, because this one will go for this one is remaining for around 1 week and some few days. In 1 week's time, I'm going to harvest my cowpeas, and this is the way I'm going to harvest them, just uprooting them and selling them this way, or else you can remove the leaves and harvest them by just plucking the leaves, but that needs a lot of work, needs a lot of labor. In my case, I'm going to do the uprooting. Like I told you, it takes less than 30 days to maturity, and you can see I've already subdivided my portions. The portions is to a length of around 20 meters, taking every portion taking around 2 kgs of plant, targeting 50 kgs to 100 kgs of these good green vegetables. These cowpeas can also be harvested as grains, but in my case, I'm not going to wait for grains. I'm going to take to harvest them while they are green, or they are vegetables, so that I can make money. I don't want to wait for 3 months. I want to make money daily. I want to make money on weekly basis. I can't even wait for a month to start making money. Like I told you, it takes less than a month, so I'm not going to wait for a month to earn the salary. This on this section here, the section that you've seen here, I've done Murenda, I've done a spider plant. For the spider plant, they are taking around 45 days. In this unit, they are taking 45 days to maturity, plus the Murenda. The same thing will happen. I'm going to uproot them and take them to the market. So, like I told you, this is an organic section, and my only fertilizer, manure, chemical that I'll be using is crop rotation plus handing manure. No organic products, no synthetic products, just like that. So as per now, I'm using overhead irrigation. Those who may be surprised by my mode of irrigation, I'm using overhead irrigation to to irrigate my organic unit. And that's why when I mentioned the cost of production at 250, that's why the cost of production became low. But I know it can be lower than that. I know it's even lower than that. I gave it to a point where maybe you are buying fuel and everything. It can cost you to around that place to a tune of 250. So my case, I'm using overhead irrigation, and what is giving me the energy to run the overhead irrigation in both organic and inorganic section is my new built system, which is my new power, which is green power. I'm using solar power to run my pump. I'll show you how I'm going to switch on my automated system so that you can see how it irrigating, because we've not yet completed irrigating this unit here. We've not completed irrigating this section. We want to irrigate it until water is enough, until we are contented with the irrigation, so that we can do the rest of the irrigation on the rest of the farm. So that's what I'm doing. Let me switch on the switch there for the solar system, or for my green energy system. So it's as simple as that. We've run away from the diesel powered pump. It's parking and left there for training. Right now, it's green energy, it's green farming, it's lowering the cost of production. And irrigation is among the things that lessens the cost of production. So, in my case, I've cut to, let's say, I'm using the quarter of what a diesel farming farmer is using. I'm even using zero because I've already installed the solars, the system, and everything. So I'm using nothing to grow my seedling. So my irrigation, and that's how I usually do my irrigation. It's as simple as that. It's overhead irrigation. Uh, if there is sun, I'm farming. The system is somehow superior. Hey, it's raining. Hey, the system is changing the direction. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. The system has changed the direction. I was telling some few friends of mine, if they want to visit my farm, they need to carry with them the gumboots, they need to carry with them the umbrella, because it's raining from the morning till evening. I'm making my farm rain. So expect more of that and more of that kind of irrigation. Uh, this is the unit that I'm irrigating. Like I told you, I've done Murenda, I've done spider plant or saga in this area. The fire there, it's cowpeas. You can see yourself going to the market very soon. I'm going to share each and every detail of the same, and so that you can be a better farmer and continue learning. This our first training for this year. This is our first training for 2024. Hope you are learning, and I'll take you through the whole process till harvesting, till to the market, till the end of the year. So if you have any question, if you have any compliment, if you want to know more about me, if you have a suggestion, leave it on the comment section, and I'm going to get back to you, or I'm going to make video as per your request. Hope you're learning, and if you're new, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe so that we can continue learning together. Bye. Make it rain. Tayari.